The other evening, I was faced with a dilemma: to floss or not to floss. And I took the moment to consider how else I experienced that particular moment and what was going on inside of me in other parts of my life. So what happened was, I brushed my teeth, I looked at the floss, and I thought, you know what? It would be okay if I didn't do it today. I can do it tomorrow. One day isn't going to hurt. It's not going to change anything. It should be fine. I mean, I don't feel like it. I'm so tired. I'm really tired. I could just leave it today and go to bed and do it tomorrow, and it'll be fine. Sound familiar? I know that it's a very common narrative I've used in a lot of different areas of my life, especially when it comes to doing things that I might not necessarily always feel like doing. So aside from eating chocolate, that's like everything. Mosquito, sorry. So let's take an example like exercising or eating healthy, or the things that we know are good for us, but we try to avoid doing them as much as we possibly can until the consequences get so big that we can't really deny it anymore. But by then it's too late anyway. So, oopsie. What this is called is procrastination, where we put something off for tomorrow. And what tends to happen is that we just keep delaying, and we just keep not doing this thing or these things because we have all of these very good reasons, not really, that justify why, you don't have to do it right now, you can do it later. Homework, studying, spending time with our partners, having sex, going to visit family. And interestingly enough, what I found with everything in my life that I tend to procrastinate is it's never as bad as I make it out to be when I'm busy procrastinating, when I'm busy telling myself of all the reasons why I don't need to do it right now and I can do it later, and how I feel so much like I don't feel like doing this thing. But once I push that through that feeling and do it anyway, like flossing my teeth, it's not actually that bad. And I'm like, oh, well, that was pretty quick, and that was pretty painless, and that was pretty easy. I don't know why I was making such a big fuss of it. And I think the same can be said about a lot of things. Maybe not everything. Like studying, didn't really get that same feeling from it. However, I did have the feeling of, oh, at least now I feel like I'm less likely to fail, which, is kind of nice, not in a pleasant way, but in a, oh, now I don't feel so crap way, and not so much anxiety and not so much stress. So bottom line is, how much do we listen to that little voice in our head that's telling us, I don't feel like it, I can do it later, I have time, I can just do it tomorrow. And that feeling, the feeling that I'm talking about, the feeling of, I just don't feel like it right now. I'm so tired. I deserve a break. I have all this other stuff I need to do. Just let me take this moment to recover myself so that I can deal with things properly tomorrow. That feeling. How often do we listen to all of these things happening and forget the practicality and just the simplicity of, if I am able to do something now, let me do it now so that it is done, so that I don't have to create consequences for myself for not having done it, so that I can honor the commitment I'd made to myself, the choice I made whenever I had made it, to keep doing this thing on a regular basis or to achieve a particular goal. And you know what happens when I stop listening to that voice and stop listening to that feeling and do the thing anyway, is kind of a sense of fulfillment, a sense of, it's done, it's over. I don't need to worry about it. And the more consistent I am within that, the less that feeling and all those excuses come up. So the next time there's something you need to do that you had decided you were going to do, and that voice comes up and those feelings come up, ask yourself, is this really what I want to live in this moment? Is it really going to be as bad as this feeling and these thoughts are telling me it's going to be? Let me start off with just doing 5 minutes of it. Or so for some people, it might help to just say, fuck all of that, I'm going to do this thing. For some people, it might work to take a few deep breaths in and out, let go of the feeling, and do the thing. Whatever works for you, start pushing through that feeling. Stop moving past it. Stop listening to it. Stop giving it so much attention, because the things that we give attention to are the things that we're feeding. So it becomes a question of, what are you feeding within yourself? What are you nurturing to grow? Because if you're nurturing those excuses and those justifications, then that's what's going to keep growing. But if you're nurturing a different course of action, a different behavior, and different choices, then that practice of doing those things, making those choices, is what you're going to be growing and expanding within and being able to advance with. So have a think about that, and stop taking so much crap from yourself, but don't be hard on yourself. But stop being so, stop taking so much crap, but don't be hard on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Okay. If you have any particular requests for a video, let me know. Otherwise, you are going to see me next time.